for Nick Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
On the carry, it's Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the end. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Mayfield now. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing, Mayfield, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7th. Adolphus Washington able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
To throw, Mayfield. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Point after try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Second down, Dalton. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. This will be Dalton again. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And the grab by Croft. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Underneath, this is Bernard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Offense.
Now that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Dalton here from the gun. He drops it off for Bernard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. Now the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Passing. It's Dalton. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, this is Chubb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Mayfield on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Set. 3-19.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's go. Blue, 90.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run. Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start. Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really
Still
kicking
third down.
in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And Dalton to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Hurry up, here we go.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving that rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off